I often hear people say that they would really like to be in proper shape before they start training martial arts or doing a self-defense lesson. And as far as I'm concerned, I think it's important to remember that we'll have to protect our being or maybe even our family in all sorts of shapes and perhaps with an injury or weight in our hands or so, such as a baby or something that you're carrying, your groceries. So the ideal circumstance in which you train in a dojo is not necessarily going to be what is presented in the real world. So what does that mean? In my experience, watching videos is not enough. So if that's where you're at right now and you're looking at videos online of tips and techniques to defend yourself and perhaps even some advice on what to carry in order to protect yourself, you want to make sure that that's been uh, verified, that you've tested what the advice is. And also keep in mind that you might freeze if you get attacked. So that'll um, prevent you possibly from accomplishing what it is that you believe you would do in case of an emergency. So, not all martial arts places offer private lessons, but I think, especially with women, that's usually who I encounter who have some issues with their weight or their physical fitness, and they would like to be in a better condition prior to training. But not all martial arts require that you'd be in top shape. And keep in mind that we're not in the military, and we're not asking people and students to be doing things that are beyond their capacity in general. So how do we know which training to get, and where can we go where we feel safe in training where we're at, where we come in? So there might be a big difference between martial arts and self-defense training. We'll get into that in further videos, but right now I just wanted to mention that in general, a teacher should be able to meet you where you're at, and that's not just in your physical fitness, but also in your mental state. So if you have been traumatized, if you come from a background where your life was threatened often, you might have some special needs, and those needs can be met if the trainers and instructors have been trained and are aware of sensitivity training. And again, like some people will offer a safe space, and it is safe to some degree. But it's quite possible that you'll encounter some unpleasant things in a dojo as well, or wherever the self-defense classes being offered. So keep that in mind, and keep in mind that we need to start asking ourselves where and when should we start training for martial arts, and do schools offer the appropriate classes when you do enroll? Are you aware of what you're looking for and what they offer, and does it meet your needs? So there are some questions that we need to start asking ourselves, and being informed customers as well when we go around to look for a class. And wouldn't it be wonderful if this came back to the family? Because I'm in a place in my life right now where I see that everyone would benefit from training, and it doesn't have to be a daily thing. Some people, like police officers, they need to have some training regularly to make sure that they can function and protect themselves, and also, you know, administer the least amount of injury as possible to the person that they detain. So, that's one level of training. But for the everyday person, if what you're hoping for is to keep yourself and your family as safe as possible, we need to ask ourselves, where is it that I begin? Where where's the best place to go and train, and are there offers out there, maybe on social media or in books, that could suffice and that you could apply very easily. So let's look into that some more in the future.